Hey guys, welcome to DevTech Finance. In this video, we would be learning about the topic Trusteeship Theory. This video is a part of Business Ethics and Corporate Governance module, so I recommend you to watch other videos related to this. Now let's start with understanding what exactly Trusteeship Theory is. So it is a corporate social responsibility theory that was propounded by Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi founded this theory and it led to establishment of all the CSR activities which are now being conducted by the corporates and the businesses. According to this theory, the wealthy people should act as trustee by setting up trust that would work for welfare of society. So Gandhi ji suggested that when there is abundant of wealth in any business or in any corporate sector, they should set up trust out of a certain amount of profit, and that trust should work towards the welfare of society. Maybe in terms of health, education, charity, or any other way to serve the society, but the trust should be set up. The corporates and big business, after reaching an enormous position of wealth, should understand their responsibility towards the weaker section of society. So if all the Gandhiji believed that if all the money would be concentrated towards a particular division of society, rest of the division of society would be left poor, and that's not good. Because so to reduce this difference, he came with this theory, and he tried to develop a kind of philanthropic approach in everyone, in the wealthy people. So philanthropic approach was developed to serve society from where resources have been used for very sole purpose of profit. He also said that when the businesses are done, the resources are being used from society only. So it is a responsibility of the companies and the business that they do something to serve society as well, and they can't only think of their sole purpose of profit. Trusteeship theory provided a means of transforming the capitalist order of society into an egalitarian order of society. So before this, since the corporates were focused on their own profit and the growth of their own company, it was a capitalist order of society, and the focus was totally on the money development. Whereas in egalitarian order of society, it says that after your basic profit need is fulfilled, you try to achieve more wealth, but a part of that wealth should be served to the society as well. And thus the egalitarian order of society could be created, which means equal distribution of wealth, or maybe the margin between the maximum and minimum would be reduced. Gandhiji wanted that rich should become the trustee of the society by sharing surplus wealth with the poor. A trustee should not use the trust property for his personal use and should be honest towards his work. So he suggested that trust should be set up which would be serving towards the social obligation, and the trust property, which could be assets or the money which is a part of profit of the business, that should be used only for the trust work. And the trustee, which is the owner of the trust, they should be honest and they should have high level of integrity towards the work. Under state regulated trusteeship, the difference between the minimum and maximum wages would be reasonable and equitable, so that a rational and functional social order could emerge on the basis of equality. So this I already told that the main reason was that the minimum and maximum wages could be reasonable, and it should not disrupt the difference. It should not bring out more differences between the rich and the poor. Now let's see some of the principles of trusteeship. So what this theory was actually focused on, the objectives and the principles. So change in attitude of rich towards society. There should be a change in attitude of rich after getting enormous of wealth. They should be responsible enough to understand the needs of the society and not be concentrated on themselves only. This also serves human dignity and charity, so respecting other peoples as well and not treating themselves as the superior of others. Socialism. Resources must be held and utilized for the benefit of society. So if someone is having extra of wealth, a part of it should be held and utilized for the benefit of society, because that's one's responsibility as a citizen, as a human being living in that society. Equal distribution of wealth. Yes, it tried to remove the differences which is between the maximum and minimum wealth of the people. No right to private ownership. Wealth legally belongs to owner, but morally and ethically part of it belongs to society as well. management is the trustee for stakeholders. So here it also focused that the management of business should act as trustee for stakeholders. So stakeholders would involve all those people who are directly or indirectly having some kind of interest in the business. So they could be employees, government, the public, from where the management is from where the fund is raised for the business expansion and all. Then they could be creditors, debtors, suppliers, all those people who are having any sort of interest in the business. So the trustees or the management should should focus on all those stakeholders and not a particular group, to fix decent minimum wage for the workers. And this was also because of the trusteeship theory that the minimum wage came into picture for the workers, so that they could live a sustainable livelihood. Thank you for watching. This was all for this video. Do like and share my videos. Subscribe to my channel DevTech Finance. Thank you all.